Bugungi darsimizda Cambridge 15 test 2 listening analizini ko'rib chiqamiz. Part 1 question 1 dan boshlaymiz. Birinchi navbatda analiz. Write one word only, faqatgina bitta so'z, instruksiyalarga qaramasak bo'lmaydi. Factual information deyitlarga e'tibor bering. Xo'p, 18 kerak bizga ballik bo'lar ekan, company called. Demak, company called bo'ladigan bo'lsa, endi qanaqadir spelling bo'ladi. Company called Darxan, D-A-R-X-A-N. Bilmayman. 1920s afternoon play, qanaqadir sahna ko'rinishi, type of play, a comedy called Jemima has a good what? Has had a good nimadir bo'lishi mumkin, nimadir bor ekan. 20s evening a show, a good show, bad show, interesting show, horror show, comedy show, romantic show. Qisqasi adjective. Show is called yana spelling bo'ladi. Xo'p, shunisini analiz bo'laylikchi birinchi, keyin gaplashamiz. Okay? Cambridge 15 test 2.
This is the Ielts listening test.
Keling bizga shu informatsiya.
You will hear a number of different recordings and you will have to answer questions on what you hear.
Muhammad. Savollar bizga bo'ldi.
Good morning. You're through to the Tourist Information Office.
Okay, let's go.
Tim speaking. How can I help you?
Tim.
Hello. Could you give me some information about next month's festival, please? My family and I will be staying in the town that week.
Of course. Well, it starts with a concert on the afternoon of the 17th.
Oh, I heard about that. The orchestra and singers come from the USA, don't they?
They're from Canada. They're very popular over there. They're going to perform a number of well-known pieces that will appeal to children as well as adults.
That sounds good. My whole family are interested in music.
The next day, the 18th, there's a performance by a ballet company called Eustatis.
Sorry?
The name is spelled...
O'z ko'rgazda birinchi navbatda aytganimdek, birinchi yoza oling. Startermi, Startermi? Starter yozaylik, Starter. Keyin to'g'ri olasiz. Keraksa. Xato bo'lsa, boshladik spellingni. Endi alohida to'g'risini yozamiz endi yoniga. Temit javob yo'q. Mana qoling.
E-U-S-T-A-T-I-S. They appeared in last year's festival and went down very well.
O'z ko'rgazda E-U-S-C-A-T-I-S osonroq bo'ldi menga o'zgartirganim sababli. Agar noldan yozganimda men real shoshib qolardimda, xato qilardim.
Again, their program is designed for all ages.
Good. I expect we'll go to that. I hope there's going to be a play during the festival. A comedy, ideally.
You're in luck. On the 19th and 20th, a local amateur group are performing one written by a member of the group. It's called Jemima. That'll be on in the town hall. They've already performed it 2 or 3 times. I haven't seen it myself, but the review in the local paper was very good.
And is it suitable?
O'z ko'rgazda review on the local paper was very good. Yozamiz, review yozib qo'yamiz. Ko'pchilik o'quvchilar local paper yozib qo'yadi. Tushunmayman. Birinchi navbatda local paper ikkita gapda, ikkita so'zda, one word only yozib qo'yibdi. Baraga topkur, qanaqa qilib paperni, newspaperni olishi mumkin, o'ziga olishi mumkin. Tushunmayman. Review degan so'zni bilmaysizlar, o'shadan keyin xato qo'yarasizlar. Review degan author degan yodlab olish so'zi. Qiyinmi shu so'z yodlash? Realida review degan so'z ko'p keladi hamma joyda. O'ylaylar. Muncha zerikali odamsizlar, muncha. Bo'ldi. The next day, 18th, there's a performance by ballet company called Eustatis. The name is spelled A-U-S-T-A-T-I-S. Bo'ldi, tamom, together. Keyingisi. Mana, they have already performed it 2-3 times. They have already performed it. They've already performed it 2-3 times. I haven't seen it myself. But the review, his local paper was good. Siz yaxshi review olgan ekan. Keyingisi.
For children?
Yes. In fact, it's aimed more at children than at adults. So both performances are in the afternoon.
And what about dance? Will there be any performances?
Yes, also on the 20th, but in the evening. A professional company is putting on a show of modern pieces with electronic music by young composers.
Uh-huh.
The show is about how people communicate, or fail to communicate with each other, So it's got the rather strange name, chat.
I suppose that's because that's something we do both face to face and online.
That's right.
Qisqasi chat bo'ldi. Dance show bo'ladimi dedi. Ha, dance show bo'ladi deb shu bilan dance yozib qo'ydiki, it's called rather strangely chat dedi. Chat deb nomlangan dedi. Yozamiz o'qiymiz uni. What about dance dedi. Dance bo'ladimi dedi. Was there be any performance? Yes, also 20th century in the evening mana. Sizga keyword bo'lish kerak. 20th evening bo'lish kerak. A professional company is putting on a show in modern pieces, qisqasi electronic music. The show is about how people communicate or fail to communicate. So it's a rather strange name, chat. Bo'ldi, tamom. Qisqasi tugadi shu yerda.
Before you hear the rest of the conversation, you have some time to look at questions 5 to 10.
Keling ko'rib olamiz o'sha 5 to 10. Faqatgina yana one word only. Davom etamiz. Workshop bor ekan, making food. Making qanaqa food? Making healthy food, making delicious food. Qisqasi adjective bo'ladi. Making vegetarian food bo'lishi mumkin. Making halal food bo'lishi mumkin. Children only making. Bolalar faqatgina bolalar nimadir qilar ekan, nimadir yasar ekan u ham. Adults only making toys from using various tools. Nimadandir toy yasar ekan. Demak, from nima? From metal bo'lishi mumkin, from wood bo'lishi mumkin, from plastic bo'lishi mumkin. Qanaqadir material bo'ladi. Yo'q, 100% javob beraman. Outdoor activities, swimming in the nima? Qayerda tuzishi mumkin? Okean bo'lishi mumkin, ocean, sea, river, lake, ana shunaqa gaplar bo'ladi albatta. Birortasi bo'ladi, ana shu ABCD dan birortasi bo'ladi qisqasi. Javob shunaqa bo'ladi. Walking in the woods led by expert on demoqchimda woods, ya'ni kichkina o'rmonda walk qilayotgansizlar, expert tomonidan olib borilayotgan. Nimadandir expert ekan. Expert on biology, expert on psychology, shunaqa expert on politics, shunaqa narsa bo'ladi. Shunaqa tashkilotlar bo'ladi. See the festival organizers for more information. Ko'proq informatsiya olmoqchi bo'lsang, festival organizerlar nimasiga qarab nima bo'lishi mumkin? Festival organizers schedule bo'lishi mumkin, festival organizers video bo'lishi mumkin. Nimadirda qisqasi topamiz. Vaqt yo'q.
And that's for adults only.
Oh.
Now listen and answer questions 5 to 10.
Let's go.
Now, there are also some workshops and other activities. They'll all take place at least once every day. So everyone who wants to take part will have a chance.
Good. We're particularly interested in cookery. You don't happen to have a cookery workshop, do you?
We certainly do. It's going to focus on how to make food part of a healthy lifestyle.
Food part of a healthy lifestyle. Healthy food qilamiz dedi, healthy food. Healthy yozib qo'yamiz.
And it'll show that even sweet things like cakes can contain much less sugar than they usually do.
Shut up. Mana o'qiymiz. We certainly do. It's going to be focused on how to make a food part of a healthy lifestyle. Qisqasi javob healthy food bo'ladi.
That might be worth going to. We're trying to encourage our children to cook.
Another workshop is just for children, and that's on creating posters to reflect the history of the town.
Creating the synonym making the qisqasi poster bo'lar ekan. Posters. Qarangda e'tibor bering, ko'pchilik o'quvchilar poster yozib qo'yishi ham mumkin. Posters dedi. Chunki ko'plikda verbi posters dedi. Poster yozishingiz kerak. Poster deb yozmang. Poster deb siz ikki marta atashasiz. Birinchi navbatda siz aytmagan so'zni yozdingiz, poster dedi, siz poster dedi, siz poster yozdingiz. Ikkinchi marta grammatik jihatdan atashasiz. Nimaga? Chunki poster bo'lganda bitta poster an bo'lishi kerak edi. Making a poster bo'ladi aytdi, as degan so'z turadi. Shuning uchun ham mana ko'plik birlikda juda ham ko'plab atashadigan o'quvchilar bor. Birlik ko'plik bilmayman. Qanaqa vaziyatda birlik ko'plik bilsangiz bo'ladi. Qaraysiz, masalan, savol yonida a turgan bo'lsa, article turgan bo'lsa, bu birlik. Hech narsa turmagan bo'lsa yoki bu ko'plik yoki uncountable, bu sanalmaydigan narsa bo'ladi. O'shanga juda ham ko'proq e'tibor berishingiz kerak, diqqat qilishingiz kerak, fokus qilishingiz kerak. Fokus qilmasangiz loser bo'lasiz, uxlaysiz, javob ketib qoladi. Uxlaysizda 20 ta to'g'ri javob olasiz, lekin 5 chiqib o'tiradi. Kerakmi sizga? Boshingizni miyizni joyiga qo'ying shu uchun.
The aim is to make children aware of how both the town and people's lives have changed over the centuries. The results will be exhibited in the community centre. Then, the other workshop is in toy making, and that's for adults only.
Oh, why is that?
Because it involves carpentry. Participants will be making toys out of wood. So there'll be a...
Out of wood dedi. Yog'ochdan qilishayotgan qisqasi. So they will be using some kind of sharp tools to say it also.
A lot of sharp chisels and other tools around.
Sharp chisels and other tools around. Просто another. It involves carpentry. Person will be making tools of the wood, so there will be sharp chisels and. Qisqasi anada bu farqda bu endi logikani ishlatish faqatgina yog'och ishlatadigan bo'lsang, qisqasi qanaqadir uchli narsani ishlatasan, shu yog'ochni qirish uchun. Demak, yog'och u yog'och qirish uchun ishlatiladigan metal tool ana qilish mumkin. Odamlarni zararlab qo'yish uchun juda osonlik. Bu просто logikada qisqasi ishlash kerak, miyani ishlatish kerak. Bo'ldi, u sizga anglizcha kerak emas uchun sizga, u sizga miya kerak. Aytib bo'lish kerak nimadir. Bo'ldi.
It makes sense to keep children away from it.
Exactly. Now, let me tell you about some of the outdoor activities. They'll be supervised wild swimming.
Wild swimming?
Wild
What's that?
It just means swimming in natural waters, rather than a swimming pool.
Oh, okay. In a lake, for instance.
Yes.
Lake ekan. Natural water dedi, tabiiy suv dedi, lake dedi. For instance, lake dedi. Ha. Javob lake bo'ladi.
There's a beautiful one just outside the town.
There's a beautiful one, the beautiful one deganda chiroyli bir degan raqam emas, u beautiful one deganda, o'tda mana in a lake for instance dedi. There's a beautiful one dedi. Beautiful one deganda ko'pchilik tushunmaydi shu one nima degani. Bu one bu bir degan raqam emas, bu bir. One deganda lake-ni so'zini qaytarmoqchi emas. Yana bittasi bor, o'tda bittasi degani o'sha lake-lardan bittasi, ko'llardan biri deganda ma'noda o'shanaqa bo'ta reference bo'lib ketdi, sinonim bo'lib ketdi, yoki parafraza bo'lib ketdi. U bir degan raqam emas. Baraka topinglar, o'shanga e'tibor beringlar.
Be the venue for the swimming. There'll be lifeguards on duty, so it's suitable for all ages. And finally, there'll be a walk in some nearby woods every day. The leader is an expert on insects. He'll show
Qisqasi leader ekan, expert on insects, ya'ni hasharotlarda expert ekan, o'sha sizlarni lead qilar ekan. Shu qoldi o'zi. Mana ham for qisqasi mana nearby woods every day, the leaders on experts, so insects.
That live in the woods and how important they are for the environment. So there are going to be all sorts of different things to do during the festival.
There certainly are.
If you'd like to read about how the preparations for the festival are going, the festival organizer is keeping a blog. Just
Xo'p, read qilarkansiz blogini. Festival organizer blogini o'qisangiz, shu informatsiya, doполнительный informatsiya olar ekansiz. Siz blog yozib qo'ying, bo'ldi, tamom. Xo'p, voy zerikib ketdim. Voy xudoyim. 13 minut bo'lib, 14 minut bo'lib ketdi. Bitta passage 14 minut bo'lardi, bitta section 14 minut bo'lib ketyapti. Bilsinglar, tushunmayapman nima uchun. Zanutniy bular. Xo'p, qisqasi part 1 tugadi, part 2 ga o'tamiz.